Greetings all, my name is Jeremiah Goodman. I'm a recent graduate of Madera South High School, and this fall I'll be attending Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia as a computer science major with an interest in pre-med. Life is riddled with countless amounts of unexpected occurrences. Some of those occurrences may cause you to jump with joy, and some may cause some pillow screaming. It's okay to feel either emotion. However, it is never okay for you to stop believing in yourself and others, no matter how hard life gets. I've been on this planet for 18 years, and I've had my ups and downs. Believing in something is what keeps us going. I was born prematurely. My lungs were not fully developed. When I was born, the doctors did not know if I was going to make it. But guess what? These doctors never stopped believing in me, and they never stopped believing in themselves. And now, here I am, alive and well. Hearing this story from my mother brings a smile across my face because it shows me from the very moment I touched the cold air of this world, I was a fighter, and I had people in my corner fighting for me. Now, we have to remind ourselves that we are human. We aren't always going to wake up in the morning with that "I'm ready to take on the world" attitude. We all have those days where everything seems desaturated and pointless. Let me tell you, I have, especially during this pandemic. From the very start of it until this very moment, it felt like I climbed 3 mountains without a break. There were days where getting out of bed and logging into my classes felt harder than the classes themselves. However, once I reminded myself of that why factor, that motivation revealed itself to me. Remind yourself of why you wake up every day to do what you do. I do what I do to ensure that I leave a legacy that will inspire the next generation. I want to work hard so that if God allows me to have kids one day, I know that they will be in good hands, not only because they have a smart, hardworking father, but because I have made this world a better place for them. I have to believe that I can actually do these things. 2020 and 2021 have both been challenging years for me and people around the world. Honestly, I had no idea what I was going to do. There were many times where I asked myself if anything I was doing was worth it, since it felt like the world was ending. My senior year was pretty much taken from me, and everything just felt gray. There are times where I would just sit back and the reality would actually hit me that we are actually going through a global pandemic. Never in my life would I have thought I'd ever go through something like this. I gave a speech at my graduation last Thursday. This speech was centered around the quote, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." In the speech, I briefly talked about the pandemic and what lessons we should take from it. I said, the lesson that we should all take from this is to always be prepared and to never let fear rule our hearts. If there's only one thing you take from this speech today, I want it to be that quote, because it applies to all aspects of life, not just this weird time we're living in. I think I could speak for all of us when I say the first 2 years of this decade have been pretty rough, to say the least. However, when faced with situations like this where very little is in your control, you must change the way you look at the situation. When it comes to this pandemic, as bad as it is, it's possible to acknowledge the good that has come out of it. I'll start. During this pandemic, I was able to hone in on my problem-solving skills, which will be extremely useful for me when I go off to college this year. I've also learned how to toss my pride aside and ask for help. And I've learned how to use my voice more than ever. Like I said, life is riddled with countless amounts of unexpected occurrences. It is okay to reflect on the negative, but do not dwell. Dance in the midst of your storm, for life is too short for you to walk with your head low. Believe that you have a purpose in this world and look your challenges in the eye. Thank you.